Hello, Sister Mirren. Yes, I will create you one. I will create you an account. No, it's power line trails, electric wires, and poles. That's the forest over there. Yes, they suspended so many of my ex accounts. They suspended my ex account from that I created in October 2024 in March 2025. And I lost all of my tweets or posts or whatever you want to call it because a bunch of Zionists ganged up on me and mass reported me. A bunch of supporters of Israel ganged up on me and got my account banned because they're demonic, disgusting human beings. And then the account I created after that was suspended or banned because I said the N-word. Because someone was being hateful towards, or a black person was being hateful toward African people. And I like African people. And so I got into an argument with a foundational black American, and he was being racist towards African people and white people. So I called him the N-word and I got suspended from X. I like African people and Middle Eastern people. African American people in America, African Americans are rude. They lack humility and they're indoctrinated. I like African people better. I like Middle Eastern Muslim people better as well. yeah, to subtle Sraf, the person in the stream named Miran from Gaza had her X account suspended. So I will be creating her a new one. And she is a very close friend of mine. Yeah, this is probably the only place I could tolerate in Middleton, Massachusetts, bro. And I also really like the Sharpener's Pond field, but that's not considered in Middleton. That would be considered in North Andover. Yeah, I just really like the landscape of these I like the landscape of these power trails or power line trails. It reminds me of the South, the rural South. I like a balance between rural and urban. Too much urban, I don't really like that much. Boston is awful. I hate Boston. And not to mention, Boston is filled or full of a bunch of leftists. Matter of fact, this entire state is filled with leftists, considering the fact that it's a blue state. But yeah, this is a beautiful part of Middleton, Massachusetts, that goes all the way into New Hampshire. Everything else about Middleton is lame. It's a little bird. What did I learn about it? Well, from what I remember, the first thing I can remember learning about was when I was 8 or 9 years old at an old friend's house who is Muslim. He's Egyptian, Italian, and Libyan, and I learned that if you whistle at nighttime, it attracts evil spirits. I also had a very tasty kind of drink called sherbet. I believe it was called sherbet. Oh yeah, no, I understand. Yes, I am being 100% honest. The first thing I learned was, if you whistle at nighttime, people who are of the Islamic faith, they think that it brings out evil spirits if you whistle at nighttime. Yeah, I don't know much about Islam. I know that there's a difference between Shia Muslims and Sunni Muslims. I know that I believe Shia Muslims don't believe in Aisha or something. Libyans are Sunni Muslims. Palestinians are Sunni Muslims. Saudi Arabians are Sunni Muslims. Iran and Iraq, as well as Bahrain, are Shia Muslims. Whistling is for devils, or is from devils. Well, good thing I don't whistle that often. The reason why I started to support, the reason why I started to support Palestine in October 2024 is because I learned about paleoconservatism and paleo-libertarianism. Before that, I didn't support Israel or Palestine. I was an American isolationist. I only supported America. I was basically one of the America-only individuals. But I decided that I didn't want to live in a bubble as much as I was living in a bubble. So then I started to come around for the Middle Eastern Muslim people. And I've been I have supported Middle Eastern Muslim countries ever since. Yeah, and that's a problem, that you are divided. You should be united. It's a shame. You know what's sad is people will do anything for money, power, and control. Like, yeah, these Sunni Muslims like Mohammed bin Salman, who is the prince of Saudi Arabia, are sellouts, bro. They care about money. Like, bro, I don't care about money at all, really. I would never sell my soul. If someone offered me, millions to get vaccinated, I would deny the offer. I just don't care about money, bro. I would never sell my soul for money. I really wouldn't, I assure you. I've learned how to live. I've lived this long without being a millionaire, so I wouldn't need to become a millionaire. I'm used to living like this. I don't care about money. I would never sell my soul. Like, if I was offered $1 billion to support Israel, I swear to you, like, you probably all think I'm a liar or something. Well, I assure you, I am not lying. I would never sell my soul, and I would never sell out or sacrifice my morals, principles, or values for money, power, and control. It's an aircraft vehicle. You can't really see it. I don't trust it one bit. I'm not paranoid. I just know I'm on a watch list. I know I'm on a government watch list, so I don't really trust aircraft vehicles. Yeah, the United States government thinks I'm a terrorist. Well, I'm not one. But yeah. I agree. Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny how you mention that because my Nigerian Christian Igbo girlfriend, who is, she lives in Lagos, Nigeria, she was recently robbed. Someone from Palestine is calling me right now, actually, but I'm not going to answer. My Nigerian Christian Igbo girlfriend, who lives in Lagos, Nigeria, was robbed because, or she was robbed when she was coming home from Yaba College of Technology, Yaba Tech, and they stole her phone. And it's not the first time it's happened, because back in October 2025, her phone was stolen back then as well. So it's really irritating because I bought her a new phone to help her in October 2025 when she was robbed. I believe the people who did it were Islamic. It very well could have been Boko Haram. So yeah, when you said you need to know the difference between, or distinguish between Islam and Muslims, I agree. I'm against Islamic terrorists or whatever, because my girlfriend was almost killed by them. My Nigerian Christian Igbo girlfriend, they hit her, like they beat her, bro. That's messed up. But I will never turn my back on my Muslim brothers and sisters at the same time, though. Yeah, they literally, the other day, they put a knife to her neck as she was getting off the bus. And I believe it was Boko Haram who was responsible. If it wasn't Boko Haram, then it was a different Islamic militia group. And that girl, she very well could be the mother of my future children. So I care about her deeply. And I worry about her safety. I would love if she could get asylum as a refugee in the United States of America. Yeah, we all have kind people, for real. But at the same time, though, I'll be honest with you, I can be vicious and mean, not towards innocent people, but to people who wrong me. When I retaliate, I go for the jugular. But I'm not a sociopath. I don't hurt innocent people. I just want vengeance on my enemies forgiveness is something that I battle with. It's hard for me to find forgiveness. It's extremely difficult. And you know what I heard actually is that the ISRAELIMOSSAD funds and supports Islamic terrorist groups. The ISRAELIMOSSAD funds and supports Islamic terrorist groups. That's what Edward Snowden said, and I believe him. Israel is terrible. No, I'm just joking. Well, no, I'm not joking. I know, right? Man, it's really irritating. The only country or countries I believe that don't have them are North Korea, China. I believe China doesn't have any. Iran. Obviously, Venezuela is going to have them now, unfortunately, because all people care about is money, power, and control. Makes me embarrassed to be Jewish, because I am Jewish. My mom is a German Jew, and my dad was an Irish, Lithuanian white man. So I'm half white and half Jewish. And yeah, I'm proud of who I am, but at the same time, I do not associate with these other Jews. I think for myself. Yeah, I'm against elitism. I'm not a Fed. I'm not Mossad. None of those things. I'm just an average American at the bottom of the hierarchy. Living in a horrible apartment and stuck in a bad legal predicament. I would consider myself a Catholic. I decided to become a Catholic around the same time I started supporting Palestine and other Middle Eastern Muslim countries. Yeah, I wanted to become a Catholic like my grandfather named Joseph, my Irish and Lithuanian grandfather, who was named Joseph after Joseph in the Bible. And my dad was named Peter after Peter in the Bible. Yeah, I would consider myself a Catholic. Read the Douay Rhymes 1899 American Edition Bible. Yeah, I gotta do better, bro. I'm very out of shape. Yeah, I don't like bankers or international banks. Yeah, this is where I was in 2024 when I made that video on my channel. Right here. Amen. I agree. Yeah, I know that God thinks I have a good heart, even if I have done bad things in my past, because I feel the Holy Spirit or other spirits tickle my body sometimes. Or actually, it's been happening a lot lately, and I also occasionally hear spiritual ear ringings. So I'm not perfect, and I am a sinner. I am a sinner, to be honest with you. I have issues with lust, and I also have issues with drinking caffeinated beverages, and I even have problems with gluttony. I can fast, though. I've fasted before. I have to do it. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. And I'm not lying about that. I actually really do want to fast tomorrow. Yeah, but my biggest problem, or the sin I have the most problems with is lust. Straight up. Like, I have a decent amount of testosterone, and I am constantly thinking about sex. So God be hungry, suffer. No, I don't think so. I know, I agree, and having children is human nature as well. I plan on getting married, and I plan on having children as well. Oh wow, my phone is vibrating. Are there any notifications? Oh yeah. I just have to have my girlfriend, my Nigerian Christian Igbo girlfriend, has to come to America already. For real. It's taking a long time. And I'm not ready yet, but once I get my affairs in order, I definitely will get married to this girl, and I will give her at least one child. If I have one child or two children, I really wouldn't even care, because all I want is to have at least one child. I agree. The last time I fasted was a month ago, and I fasted for 2.5 days. I'm afraid to fast for more than 2 days. I could do it, but I don't want my testosterone to lower, because I read that if you fast for more than 2 days, your testosterone is affected. I'll do it anyway, though. Yeah, I'm going to fast. And I'm not even lying to you. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I'm a man of my word. Yeah, I heard that as well in the Bible. I don't know if I could do that, but I would try. I would at least try. Yeah, I've been lazy lately, to be honest with you. I was working out a lot, but then I became lazy. But I'm gonna start working out again tomorrow, like actually working out, not just walking like I'm doing right now. And I'm going to fast as well. Okay, for sure, my brother. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, because I don't know much about religion. I wasn't raised religiously. I just became a Catholic in October 2024, and I was never baptized. Or I haven't been baptized. I do take freezing cold showers and baths, though. I haven't taken a warm shower in probably 5 months. Yeah, life really is short. I'm 32 years old. I turned 30. Yeah, I don't like dogs, bro. At all. I hate dogs. Yeah, I turned 33 in... Yo, shut up. No joking. But I turned 33 on April 7th. Yeah, I don't like dogs at all, bro. They're irritating. When Sneeko was talking about dogs or whatever, I agreed with him. I read a little bit of the Bible. I've never read the Quran. The only thing I remember about the Quran is something about taqiyya, and it talks about how skin, white, milky skin is good, and then when someone turns evil, their skin turns black. That's all I know about in the Quran. I don't know much about the Bible either. In fact, I don't even think I could name a verse right now. My memory is horrible. The only verse I can think of is the Psalms verse that, what is it? Something about how your law I will never forget. It's like Psalms 23 or something. No, I never knew that. All right, I will search for it. I'm trying to think of... Dogs are hella annoying, bro. I'm trying to think of the verse. Your Psalms something, your law I will not forget. Oh, Elohim. Muhammadim. Yeah, I don't trust really anyone around here. I grew up around here, and all these people in this town don't like me. They think I'm a terrorist. I know that the government spies on me, and this town has conspired against me. I know for a fact. This town, a lot of people in this town think I'm a terrorist and stuff like that. One moment, let me just look up that. Yeah, good people always suffer, that is true. I wouldn't say my suffering is as bad as other people's suffering, but I'm still sort of suffering nonetheless.